In this video, we are going to find the slope of a straight line that goes through these two given points. Here we are going to use the slope formula, which is m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, and I have created a sketch here, as you can see. Now what I am going to do, I am going to label these points as x1 y1. This is my x1 y1 and this is my x2 y2, and then use this formula m is equal to y2 minus y1 to find the slope. So what is my y2? y2 is negative 4 over 5. So negative 4 over 5. Then minus, this minus is actually this one from the formula y1. What is my y1? This value, negative 3 over 7. Now I am going to put it inside the parenthesis 3 over 7 so that you can see it clearly and there is no confusion. Now x2 is this value, which is negative 2/3, so negative 2/3, and this minus is coming from the formula, which is this one, and my x1 is negative 1/2, so I'm going to put it inside the parenthesis negative 1/2. Now I'm going to simplify it further. Negative 4 over 5, then this negative and this negative multiplied together is going to give you positive 3 over 7, and in the denominator we do similar kind of things. Negative 2/3, this negative and this negative is going to give me positive when multiplied 1/2. Now please look at the numerator, we have two fractions. Look at the denominator, we have two fractions. We need to simplify them. So we need to look at the LCD of these numbers. So LCD of 5 and 7 is 35. So I am going to multiply this fraction by 7 and divide this fraction by 7. And this one multiplied by 5 divided by 5. Similarly, in the denominator, LCD of 3 and 2 is 6. So I am going to multiply this by 2, divide this by 2, multiply this by 3, and divide this by 3. Now in the denominator, we have the same denominator for the fractions, which is 6. In the numerator, we have the same denominator for the fractions, which is 35. Now if we continue with our simplification, we get the following. Negative 4 times 7 is 28, negative 28 over 35, then plus 3 times 5 is 15, which is 15 over 35. Similarly, in the denominator, 2 times 2 is 4, then negative in front, 4 over 6, plus 3 times 1 is 3, which is 3 over 6. Now I'm going to simplify it further, and it's going to be the following. On the numerator, I'm going to get negative 28 plus 15 over 35. On the denominator, I'm going to get negative 4 plus 3 over 6. And if I continue, it's going to be negative 18, negative 28 plus 15 is negative 13 divided by 35. Then the whole thing is divided by negative 1. Negative 4 plus 3 is 1 divided by 6. Now this negative and this negative is going to cancel out, so the whole number is going to be positive. And now if we simplify it further, it's going to be 13 over 35 times the denominator is going to flip, is going to be 6 over 1. Now nothing really cancels here. So it's going to be 6 times 13 is 78 divided by 35 times 1 is 35. That is the slope. So the slope of this straight line is m is equal to 78 over 35. That's going to be the slope of this line. Slope is positive, meaning as you go from left to right on the graph, the line goes up, as you can see right here. And also this slope says that if you go in the positive direction 35 units, that means if you go along the x-axis 35 units to the right, vertically you're going to move 78 units. Okay? And also remember, 78 over 35 is the same as negative 78 over negative 35, because negatives cancel out. So that tells you if you move to the left 35 units along the x-axis, you're going to move down 78 units along the y-axis. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.